I thought we were going to get a scorcher of a day today, and I'm really happy that it's quite overcast and we might even get some rain. So we've cleared the fields of ragwort, we've worked really hard, we've had a little break and a cuppa, and now I'm over at the plot. And what I want to do today, there's a couple of weeds that I've missed in the brassica netting with the hoops, but I've pretty much cleared over 90% of that. There's just 2 or 3 I can see there. But what I really want to do today is get under this netting. So I'm going to lift it off, I'm going to get my knee pads on, I'm going to get in there and have a really good weed to give these plants a better chance, because once those weeds start to take over, it just chokes the plants out. So they're established and they're doing okay. We've got the squash up this end, we've got the mini butternut and the ukiki-kiri, and then at that end I've got some brassicas. And I'll be honest with you, those poor brassicas are shriveling up and trying to die, so I really need to get on top of these weeds. This side was pretty weed free. I just need to run the hoe over it. As I say, there's a few to pull up in there, but this is the area I'm going to concentrate on today while it's not too hot, because working in the garden in the heat of the summer sun is no fun at all. So let's crack on. And just in case, a couple of people did ask, I think Danny at the Grapevine Garden was one of them, why I have my squash netted. It's not for the squash, it's just that they're in the same bed as the brassicas and it was easier to net the whole bed. That is the only reason they're netted. They don't need to be. And oh my goodness, I don't know if you can see, I'll get the camera in closer, but there's a beautiful ukiki-kiri, real stonker just here. So it'd be good to get up close and have a little look. Just look at that beauty. Because it's all too easy once this net goes on to kind of forget about things a little bit, and that's not great. And I've got one squash here that's climbed its way out of the bed and it's trailing up the path, so I will probably chop that off a little so that the goodness is going into the squash fruit that have already formed. The sun keeps coming out and it is starting to heat up, but I've really made progress with this bed. I've lost count of how many of these blue tubs I've taken up to the compost heap, but I always draw the positive from this, that this is going to mulch and rot down to make some really lovely compost for the future. So let's turn this quite time consuming weeding experience into something positive, but it's also quite a mindful task as well. You probably can hear at the moment Chris is doing the strimming. Again, it's a big maintenance day here for us on the farm, in the fields, up the driveway, the verges and here on the plot. So you will be able to hear that. So not quite as mindful as on a tranquil day, but I did have the radio on. I like to listen to Radio 4 and there was a really interesting article on. So I've soon made relatively short work of it. So let's have a little look, and you're going to see one of the reasons why I stopped growing brassicas for a number of years. I have had success again and I'm really glad I started growing them, So about 2-3 seasons ago now, I had a fabulous brassica season. This year, not so much, so I'll show you what's going on underneath this netting before I put it back on. So just look at this poor kale, and however there are some nice little green leaves in the middle. This plant is decimated. This one again, there's hope. So I'm going to leave them in, and then here you can see my Swedes, not just the leaf damage but the Swedes have been munched as well. But you know, there's a couple, that one there not looking so bad, so I'm going to leave them all in. There's some cabbages as well. Let's get you a bit closer in on the cabbages. Again, a lot of leaf damage, but I'm going to leave them in. I've got some more nematodes to water in, because do you know what? They've got a chance, haven't they? So this will be my third lot of nematodes, and despite that, the slugs this year have just been awful. So I'm going to net everything back over. I moved one of these canes, so I'm going to pop that back on, pull the netting back over. The squash are looking fantastic, and as I say, there is some hope. So we've got some little, you know, the hearts of those cabbages look like they might come. I've pulled some of the outer leaves of everything. Some of the kale may very well come, and some of the Swede might come too. So I don't think Danny was doing a Swede Bega challenge for the biggest Swede grown. I don't think mine's going to be winning any prizes anytime soon, but there may well be a little harvest there at some point. But you know what? That's gardening, isn't it? So, you know, this year my tomatoes are doing brilliantly. My onions and shallots have been fantastic. Lots of my other harvests, the parsnips here are looking promising. I've had some lovely carrots, potatoes. I've had a few beans, but that's gardening, isn't it? You know, successes and failures every single year. And I don't think of them as failures. It's just all growing experience. So I've got rather an exciting package that's come through the post. And any of you that follow me or have followed me for a while now will know I really love charity shop or thrift shopping. And I recently watched a video, and if you haven't found, if you like thrift shopping, charity shopping, and things being styled up and avoiding fast fashion, it's a lovely girl I've been following for some time. So on YouTube, she's Hannah Elizabeth, and she has an Instagram account, The Thrifted Threads, and honestly her posts are lovely. She's such a delight, and she did a post recently where she talked about this company. So there's no sponsorship involved here. She wasn't sponsored either. She just thought she would give them a whirl, and I was so impressed watching her video that I thought, you know what, I'm going to treat myself and give it a whirl. So this company is called Be Kinder, so it's B.Kinda. I will leave a link in the description. I'll leave a link to Hannah's channel, her Instagram and her YouTube, and also to this company Be Kinder. And this is their kind of surprise box, if you will, where you pay £15, there's no postage, and they choose 4 items and post them to you. So obviously you have to tick a few boxes as to kind of what things you like, what you don't like, any colours you do or don't like, and obviously your size. So this is really exciting. So not only is it thrift shopping, but it's an unboxing as well. So without further ado, I've got myself a pointy knife to get. So this is, I haven't opened it. It's arrived today, and I haven't opened it. I thought we'd open it and unbox it together. So I'm quite excited, and I'm hoping I'm not going to be disappointed. So let's just get into the. It's a whole box, and it's just the paper tape, so it's quite environmentally friendly. I'm not going to get any boxes. I have all of it. What's it really stupid? I think it's not bad. We're in. So let's just pop those out of the way. Here we go. Excited much. So that's the box open. So I've got a little card in here. To Rue, hope you like your mystery box from Sarah. So that's the company. Be kinder. Clothing that's good for people, purse and planet. And there's a little message on there. I won't bore you with that. So here we go. So, oh, it's beautifully packaged. And I had an idea about this because I'd watched Hannah Elizabeth unboxing hers. But it's in brown paper and it's got, again, just the brown paper tape. So it's pretty environmentally friendly. So I'll just carefully undo the paper because I do like to save things to reuse. So here we go. What is in the box? It's looking nice already. Okay, now we've got some stripes, and I'm always a bit dodgy with stripes, especially since I've, middle-aged, little bit of middle-aged spread, and they look like they might be stripies this way, but I'm kind of liking, oh, first impressions are good. So we've got stripe, check, floral, and more stripes. So let's see what comes out first. This feels kind of, oh, I think it might be a dress. It's a dress. So it's like a t-shirty dress. It is in stripes. It's kind of beach weary. I don't think I'd be brave enough to wear it just as it is, but maybe with a shirt over it or tied around it. It's from Forever, never heard of it. I'm just going to be really weird and smell it, and it smells really, really clean. It feels cottony. Let's have a little look. So there is some cotton in there, but it's also viscose and elastine. So I don't know the brand. I can't decide if it's black or navy. It's black. Black and white stripies. That's really nice. So let's just hold it up. So it's not something I would have chosen if I'd seen it on the rack, but that's a good thing sometimes, isn't it? So it's long, even on me, and I'm quite tall. I'm 5'8", and that comes right down to my ankles. That's really lovely. And do you know what? With a belt or with a blouse, a shirt like the one I'm wearing over the top with a knot, that's absolutely lovely. So watch this space for future videos of me wearing some of these items. So that's nice. It's not something I would necessarily have picked out, but I like it. Obviously, I've not tried it on yet. That's something for later. This I'm really liking the look of. So this is checked. It's not dissimilar to the colours I'm wearing. Now this is really pretty. It's a bit girly. I really, really like it. The authentic look, crumpled and creased. Original something look, not sure. Lovingly laundered. I have no idea where this is from, but it's absolutely lovely. So it's a little bit kind of cowgirl westerny. It's got those little, I'll show you the details, on the shoulders. I don't know if you can see the stitching here. That is really cute. So the dress was a size large. I can't see a size on this. It's got, I think they're poppers. Yes, they are. So it's got poppered buttons, which is a bit different. Really nicely made. It feels cotton. It's got a little bit of a slit on the side, a little bit of detailing there. Marks and Spencer. So it's Marks and Spencer's. It's a size 18. And just looking to see, wash at 30 degrees, recycle, blah, blah, blah. And it's 100% cotton. That is gorgeous. And do you know what? For £15, that alone is a really, really good buy. And I've just also noticed there's a button detail here on the sleeve. You all know I like a tab on my sleeves to roll them up, and I'm suspecting it's going to have one. Yes, it does. That is absolutely gorgeous, and that's going to get a lot of wear. So that's number 2, and I love it. And actually, I was saying about tying a shirt over the dress. I think for a summery look, those would go great together. Oh, I'm just throwing the bit of tape onto the floor. I'm going to grab it in case Kaylee finds it and chomps it up. So next we have floral. It's from Primark, and again, I've said this before, I would never shop in Primark, but if it's from a charity shop, if it's thrifted, if I'm buying it pre-loved, I have no qualms whatsoever. It's a size 18. I'm not sure what we've got yet. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's this lovely little floral top, and I've got something similar I bought in a charity shop haul some time back, in this kind of square t-shirt, which was all the rage in the 80s. Again, it's got this little tab detail. It's absolutely lovely. So I think the sleeves will just be a little bit of a cap. It's definitely not cotton. I wouldn't expect it to be from Primark, but it feels cool. And it is, oh, I'm struggling to find out. Bear with. Fire, blah blah blah. Fabrico, I've got everything, but it's viscose, 100% viscose. But you know, the good thing about viscose is it washes and dries really, really well. But that is really pretty, and that is going to get a lot of wear. I'm really excited. I was really worried that I would have seen somebody else's and think it was amazing, and then unbox my own and think, what a load of poo. So far, I'm really, really pleased. Now we've got more stripes, and I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. Now I thought it was going to be trousers, and as I pulled it out, I thought it was going to be skirt, and it's actually a little top. And that's quite sweet, and it's got the mustardy colour, very autumnal colours. Now I like this. It's off the shoulder, which isn't something I would normally buy. But you know what? That's really cute. It's got this kind of elasticated-y shoulder, so I suppose you can wear it up or pop it down or off one shoulder. That's really nice with a pair of black jeans, a bit smarter for going out or just for messing about in. Again, it's a size 18, so they've obviously erred on the side of caution, because I'm usually a 16 to 18. And it's better, isn't it, to have things a little bit big than too tight. It's from Select. Again, it's not a company I've heard of. Again, it's 100% viscose. But that's really cute. And actually, that over the top, so we've got stripes going both ways, of this, I think that would work really well. Be a bit different, wouldn't it? So, do you know what? It's made me get things I wouldn't normally buy. I'm going to give them 10 out of 10. I haven't tried things on yet. The dress is a bit figure huggy, and that's not something I would normally go for, but hey, live a little. So I'm really, really pleased with that. So I will be trying them on at some point. But yeah, I can definitely recommend Be Kinder online mystery box, £15 for 4 items. And you might spot some familiar faces in the clips coming up, because we went to visit the lovely Jane and Mike, and you're probably very aware of Jane by now, but if you're not, I'll leave a link to her channel in the description, Jane's Growing Garden. If you haven't found her already, go and check her out. She's got a lovely plot, and she's just the loveliest person, and they're less than an hour away from us, so it was lovely to go and have a visit and a catch up.
All I want off to Birmingham, and just outside Birmingham, the countryside surrounding, and we had an absolutely lovely day catching up with some family, and it was just glorious. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you want to help my channel and you haven't already, do please consider subscribing. Give this video a thumbs up, and of course you can always buy me a virtual coffee. There's a link in the description below.